Everyone's Killshot 99 gang. This is Plated Live. Faction Wars, Frozen Jungle. We got VOX and we got Jet. I'm pretty excited about this one. The reason is there's a lot of history between these two, and VOX recently has had what we call jet lag. Um, they cannot find a way to beat them. Will tonight be any different? Jet certainly has VOX's number, but I think that VOX has probably been preparing for this road match since the last game they played. So I'm anxious to find. Are you guys anxious to see it? Also, got a question for all of you. Who tuned in for Little Kills and Trivia last night? Don't lie. Don't lie. Who was there? We had a great time. It was music themed, and it is going to change. It could be Canadian ice hockey next run. It could be movies. It could be random. We had a good time with that, though. Nobody was Googling. We all played poorly. that was interesting. So if you guys want to jump in on Tuesday nights, we will have Little Kills and we will have trivia, and that is my little that's my little mini alter ego. So show up, have a good time. It takes 15, 20 minutes to play it, and we really appreciate it. So let's talk a little bit about tonight's event. So we're going to take you into the standings. Standings, we got Ark at 9-1, and I'm not saying that it's not a race for first place for the Kills Cup standings, but second place is still a target by all three of these teams, and any team can get hot at any given moment. Take a look at the calendar for the rest of June, for May and June. We've got Vox and Jet tonight, then we got Ark and Sly. Was a slight change, so we need that match to happen because there was this huge gap between teams playing. So we got Ark and Sly, then we got Sly and Jet, and we got Ark and Vox playing those matches. So it should be a lot of fun, and everybody get their chance to play, get involved without taking too much time off. So that's what's going on. Now you guys know from this screen, we do a little something, which is the Sliver Sacrifice Grenade. So who wants? We had multiple. Who wants 100 kills tokens? If you want 100 kills tokens, tell me which one of these sacrificial grenades are going to pop up. There's your screen right there. So what do you think it's going to be? And by the way, don't forget, Monday night. Monday night, we got Farm Fight League. Now, I'm sorry to all of our YouTube fans. That is on a messenger chat. But we got a Farm Fight League that is going to be playing on Monday night. So, how many of y'all have gotten your practice in? Hopefully you've got some practice in because we're keeping score in those games. All right, here we go. We're going to spin the wheel. All right, we're going to spin it. You get one shot at this. Let's see if anybody's going to win those kills tokens. Oracle. Oracle. Anybody pick Oracle? No. No oracles. All right. Well, that was your shot. So we don't respin it on this one because it's Oracle, and that is probably a grenade many of you are happy to see as a sacrifice. There might be a few of those out there. And if you do have a player who doesn't have them, now's the time to trade them. All right, Ron. Tell us what time it is, Ron. It's roll time, baby. All right. Everybody give me a number from 1 to 12. 1 to 12, this is for a box event that we have rescheduled to the month of June. It'll be our second box event of the year, and it's happening in June. I promised you guys 4. We might barely make 4, but we are going to get at least 4 in. All right. I see those numbers up there. Let's spin it. It is number 8. Who picked number 8? I bet you I know who picked number 8. Crimson Tide, number 8. Getting that box for the next box event. Congratulations, Crimson. All right, I'm going to take you up to tonight's Epic War Bundle and make sure that we start this thing on time. There's no bomber bundles tonight. This is just your straight-up war bundle. an ability that we did not want to take out of the game because we have duplex, and we bumped it up a little bit more. You guys love your sliver ability, so we're up to sliver 7. We'll get to that in a minute. We'll start out with silver bundle. We got Elixir Extreme. We got Elixir Steel. 1 silver spark. 1 Bunco. 5 post-battle pet revive. Graphene Carbine. 1 of each of your waxes. Take you to the red. We got Rage, Enrage 2, Enrage 3, Frantic 5, Savage 6, Mag 7, Super 8, Hostile 9, Terror 10. And that's right, by request, we're going to give you a Super Milo. So that's pretty cool. You get, so far you got a Bunko and a Milo. So you got a couple grenades in this. Each one of them are quantity of 1. We got 2 Brutal Blue, 2 Rugged Glyphs, 2 Brutal Red, 2 Arson Glyphs, a Platinum Skin, Gold Summon Skin, and a Megacosm. We'll take you over to the green bundle. Energy Orb, Spider Silk, Combat Orb, Arc Spark ×1, Inferno Grenade ×1. We've seen some Straw Man action lately, so nothing wrong with that. We got Max Seal, Smoke, a Blue Spark, Dust Smoke, and the super rare Mirror Smoke. And speaking of super rare smoke, take a look at what we got up top. We're going to give you standard recipe, but we're also going to give you Mythic Summon Skins, Colossal Summon Skins, a Pink Smoke, which is a rare smoke, and of course that brand new Orion Cape. That's the Orion Cape, best stats in the game. We've got Health 28, Damage 20, Base 20, Armor Pen Resist 22, and Sliver 7. Who's excited about more sliver points? It does give you an interesting angle to play the game. So, Kel, we'll kick it over to you and see who got tonight's war bundles. A lot of people did, and I've been getting a lot of CRSs, and I see the upgrades on there, so the power is increasing. We got some powerful players out there. We got some powerful weapons, good armor, and I will also tell you, your armor is going to be essential during the summer when we roll out Castle Strike. That is our next big launch, but that's going to happen after the Kills Cup and after the Max Awards. We got a nice surprise coming up with the Max Awards that you guys, we're still a little ways out of that, but you guys are going to want to be involved in that this year in our voting system. So we got tonight's Epic War Bundle: Crimson, Ron, Dow, Bones, Busy, Trigger, Valar, Football, Lexicon, Cat, Julia, Dimes, Dr. Die, Jim, Flyrod, Pope, Nightshade, and Kel. And what new item did we add this year to help reward our top players and that'll help us assist in voting during the Max Awards? What's the new item that you can get by either achievements or winning a tournament? Who wants to type that in chat? Badges of Valor, Valor badges. And many of you here got a good amount of them, so it's very, very competitive. All right, I'm going to take you down to Jets Home Field. And if you are Trigger, Ron, Doc, Kel, MPC, and Crimson, give me your pre-match buffs. That means we have 2 zombies that are playing tonight as well. So give me your pre-match buffs if you're one of those 6 players. All right, tonight's starting lineup is as follows. Going first for the visiting team is going to be Zombie Vox. Zombie Vox will be followed by Crimson Tide. Crimson is in the tank zone. Crimson, and she's also the sniper. Crimson's going to be followed by Trigger. Trigger is in the tank zone for Team Vox. Trigger followed by Zombie Jet in the bomber zone for Jet. Zombie Jet will be followed by Father Ron. Father Ron is in the bomber zone. And Father Ron will be followed by Kel. Kel's in the rover zone. She's sieging in the captain. And Kel followed by Dr. Die. Dr. Die is in the rover zone tonight. They put Zombie Vox in the DZ, so they put Dr. Die in the rover zone. And Dr. Die be followed by MPC. So that is your starting lineup. Once again, Vox Zombie, Crimson, Trigger, Zombie Jet, Ron, Kel, Dr. Die, MPC, Ron. Go ahead and tell me what Zombie Jet is going to do. I'm sorry, Zombie Vox is going to do. All right. Zombie Vox is going to the Forge. So we will see Zombie Vox in Round 3. All right, let's kick it over to Crimson. Crimson, 20-second timer starts right now. And because Zombie Vox did not attack, they do not get credit for a throw grenade because it is a forge. Timer is up. Do we have Crimson? Team Jet, do we have Crimson? All right, we got Crimson's move. Crimson is going to get into the tank. Let's give Crimson a cannonball. All right, got a cannonball for Jet. Move to Temple Stairs. Dark Boss to Main Street. All right, so we're going to move her up a little bit. We'll put Dark Boss on Main Street. Dark Boss played in 1. Is going to cap in 3. Could be worth a bonus 25. Remember, captains, I will read it twice. You got to respond to it before I read it twice. S6 Snowstorm to the wall, which will make it an S9 Snowstorm with tank. Duplex and sacrifice an Oracle. And she is throwing a Snowstorm, so she will get credit for a throw grenade. Ron says wait. All right, Trigger going to Judas it to the other wall. Kel, what do you say about that? Love the early Judas. Crimson Tank, Temple Stairs, Dark Boss to Main Street, S6, Snowstorm to the wall, which is an S9, Duplex and sacrifice an Oracle. Kel, it's up to you. Hits or wait? Jet, you might want to refresh. All right, Kel's going to say it hits, but add halt. All right, we got halt 2. Ron, they're using their halt, which lowers that down to an S1 Snowstorm. That's a pretty good halt. S1 Snowstorm. 80% of a black block. Ouch. 20 black remaining. Not quite a full black block. A little trickeration by Team Jet. Like here, we'll put it out there. You guys do something about it. We're going to halt it. Nice move. All right, let's go over to Trigger. Trigger, 20-second timer. Trigger beats the timer. Trigger going to play Negation Wand. So air wands are off the table. So I'll read it once. Negation Wand, Kel's Furnace Wand. Get into tank, Temple Steps, Dark Boss to side chest. Steal Kel's Needle, Seal, Spade to the wall with Duplex, sacrifice an Oracle. And Ron, you guys did get credit for a throw grenade because that grenade hit when it was Judased. So both people got credit for that. Crimson threw it, and then it got redirected. So that was a 2-for-1 special. All right. Crimson can get in the tank, go to Temple Steps. Let's give Trigger. Let's give Trigger a cannonball. Cannonballs are now 1-to-1. Dark Boss to the side chest and Steel Kel's Needle. Dark Boss by Trigger played in 1, cap in 3. Possible 25. Seal, S6. Kel's going to let it hit, and we know with the tank it is an S9. So it's going to be a nice hit. S9, Spade Grenade, Duplex, and Sacrifice an Oracle. How hard does that hit? Well, remember that 20% of a black block? That's gone. Green block. Green block. And 10% of a blue block. We got 90 blue remaining. Kel, Zombie Jet is up. What's the move? All right, Zombie Jet's going to attack. So, Zombie Jet does get credit for a throw grenade. Would be a hit, but it is a throw. Going to take down 2 blocks. Also, going to play Boss in round 1. We cap in 3. Father Ron, you're up. 20-second timer over to the Messenger of the Lord. Ron says, I'm going to steal your rover. Red Rover, send Father Ron right over. Ron with a tire. Ron also with a spyglass. And he will be able to use it full capacity next round. He's in it. All right, Kel, you're up. VOX pulling some trickeration. I love it. 20-second timer. Kel got no needle and no rover. Beats the timer. Kel walking cross country. She said, I'm going to go over to their DZ then. Kel, go to their DZ, harvest 1, take a green, Emo Grendel to the haystack, a seal and absorption. Let's get that green block out of here. There we go. Navy to the temple, sacrifice an oracle, and duplex. And the Navy hits. It is not a hit grenade, so they get no credit for it, but they do put out the temple fire. All right, went to the DZ, harvest 1, Immortal Grendel to the haystack, seal and absorption. Let's put the Emo Grin up there. Kel might not be able to play a needle, but she got an Emo Grendel up. Always something you can do. The neat thing about Faction Wars. All right, Dr. Dye, you are up, and you got 20 seconds. Doc. We got Dr. Dye, and then we got MPC. Vox is definitely doing some trickeration. I like it. I love to see people mix up faction wars because that's the only way to learn what works. Beats the timer. Dr. Die barely coming in under the timer expiration. She's going to get in the rover. They got double rovers. Are you kidding me? Vox. They're all over the place. Dr. Die with another tire. Get in the rover, go to their DZ. Dr. Die going cross country. Trying to take Trigger with her. Get out of her. Get out of her rover, Trigger. What are you doing there? There we go. Dropping a seal. Sweet tea to the Temple Flames. Duplex and sacrifice an oracle. You know there's a lot of oracles because a lot of people are sacrificing them. Good we've got a grenade that's not super scarce. All right. Kelso the hits. Get in the rover. Go to DZ. Immortal Grendel to the haystack. Let's give Doc a seal. Let's get an emo grin. And let's give her a sweet tea. So we'll put out that flame. Give her the points for the sweet tea. And final move of round 1, MPC, 20-second timer. In round 2, everybody get ready because it will be a fast round because we got zombies doing things and MPC doing things too. All right, MPC is going to disable Cyborg. So we'll see MPC in round 3. So again, everybody get ready so you don't lose points with your timer. At the end of the round, Trigger rotating into the temple. Crimson also rotating into the temple. Each team getting a blessing. Trigger and Crimson. All right, each team holds the other team's DZ. Says 0-0 and no points. No advantage for the straw man. We're going to give Kel a halo. We're going to give Doc Die a halo. Kel is sieging. Doc Die is roving. MPC will get dynamite. It won't be official until round 3, but yes, MPC will get dynamite when they come out of the disable. Slivers, I've got 25 for Team VOX, 25 for Team Jet. Both teams are going to lose a sliver blessing. All right, round number 2. Ron is still disabling. Crimson, you're up. 20-second timer, Crimson. Well, Ron's not disabling, but Zombie Vox is disabling. Crimson beats the timer. So Crimson going to go Colossal Kang to Main Street. If it caps, it's going to be worth 73. Seal. F5 Spade. Not a double item play. She's fine because we know she wants to do a seal, and it's the same thing. Sliver ability. Still 6, which will be 12. So we'll add 12 points. Next week, that'll be 14 if you duplex it. All right, read it once. We got Colossal Kang to Main Street, dropping a seal. FS8 Spade Grenade to their wall. And Sliver ability, and Ron says it hits. Let's give them credit for a hit grenade. And an S8. We kind of saw the power of a beefed up spade a little bit ago. Blue block. Blue block. It is an S8, so we're going to add 20% to that blue block. I got 80 blue remaining. So on one side, we got 2.9 blue. On the other side, we got 0.8 blue. Trigger. You are up. 20-second timer. Trigger. Trigger beats the timer. Oh, playing Alina to her DZ, dropping that dragon. Dragon likes to occupy some space and gets credit for being in the DZ. We'll play some Chill Smoke to Kel. That will venture over and it will slow her down. Think the opposite of a speed potion. F5 spade to the wall with Sliver ability. That's going to be an S8 spade. All right, read it once. Alina is good. Chill Smoke to Kel is good. S8 spade to the wall and Sliver ability, it hits. All right, and you just saw what an S8 will do. So we got 90 blue. So we will take out the 90. We will take out a full blue. And we'll take out 30% of a blue, giving us 70 blue remaining. So on one side we got 70. On the other side we got 80. All right, Kel. Zombie Jet, type attack for us. All right, Zombie Jet's going to hit 2 towers. And, hey, there's no monoliths tonight. Everybody's happy. So that's going to be 2 towers lit up. And going to play Needle. And Doc, Needle is going to kill your Grendel. So there is no Grendel on the board for Team VOX any longer. Zombie Jet did its job. All right, let's go over to Ron. It's going to be a lot of creativity from all these vehicles they got. They got like a demolition team. 20-second timer, Ron. Beats the timer. Ron going to drive on up to the sniper zone. Like, I don't need a Grendel. I'm here. Emo Grin to the haystack with a seal. All right, so we got another Emo Grendel up there. F5 spade to the wall with his sniper boost. Duplex and sacrifice an Oracle. Trigger got credit for a throw grenade, even though it hit. Still, you got to get your throws first. Kel says the spade grenade hits, so Ron getting credit for a hit grenade. So both teams have both their throws and one hit. Ron with the F5 spade, and let's add the juice to it from the sniper zone. Take out 70 blue. And we'll take out a red. 3 red blocks remaining for Team VOX. Kel, you're up. 20-second timer from the DZ. Mythic Blitz to Alina, Pet Repel, E2 Milo to the Watchtower, and Sliver ability. Ron, you have a Mythic Blitz going to Elena. That will kill the pet. Pet Repel, E2 Milo to the Watchtower, and Sliver ability. Kel is duplexed. Ron has said wait. Ron, what are you preventing? The Blitz or the Watchtower? All right. So they're going to let the Watchtower hit. So that's third Watchtower's lit. We're going to give them a second hit grenade. They get points for the Milo. Alina lives. So Blitz is stopped. Pet Repel's good. E2 Milo is a hit from Kel. And Sliver ability pumps that Sliver up to 49. All right, let's go over to Dr. Die. 20-second timer, Doc. We got Doc and an NPC. Doc beats the timer. Going to go Colossal Kang to the side chest. Doc playing Colossal Kang. Could be worth 73 if it caps. Dragon Smoke to the DZ. S6 Unforgiven to the wall. And Sliver ability. Dr. Die is duplexed. So we got Dragon Smoke. Kel says it hits. Kang's good. Dragon Smoke's good. Unforgiven to the wall is good. And that's a long-range rover throw, Dr. Die. 3 red blocks remaining. Unforgiven is not the strongest, but it's not weak. Red block and 50% of a red block. I got 1.5 red remaining, VOX. 1.5 red remaining for you. All right, and final move of round 2, MPC. You're up. And we do get a hit grenade for Team VOX. So both teams have 2 hit grenades on their tower. Oh, we skip MPC, sorry. MPC, skip. Sorry. All right, that's the end of round number 2. At the end of round number 2, we got a blessing for Crimson and a blessing for Trigger. We got a cannot give a halo to Alina, but it does count as occupied. We do give a halo to Kel, and we do give a halo to Dr. Dye. Got to be human to get a halo. But because they have an advantage, because Alina does count as occupying, we're going to light a straw man. We're also going to give Vox 25 points, Jet 0. Slivers, 49 Jet, 49 Vox. We're going to remove a sliver halo from each team. All right. We're going to go to round number 3. Now, before we do anything, we have to resolve. So, Ron, Zombie Vox is going to take down 2 red blocks. Zombie Vox is going to get a gold bar. Vox is going to light 2 towers. Also, light 2 straw men. Now, Ron, if you could type attack for us. Now, there's a couple things that happen. Well, here's the problem. You can't play the scoring pet. Because you have to play an eligible target. It's the negative to that. So when you come out, you do have to play boss. And there is an eligible boss play. All right, so it burns your boss. It's why zombies are automated. And next round, you'll automatically play your needle. All right, so let's reset the wall. One wall to 0. So Team Vox, that is a fresh wall. And the attack, because it is round 3, now here's the good news, Ron. You do light 2 straw men. So you're up to 5. So the boss play, I'm sure, not what you want. But coming out of the forge and having those straw men gets you up to 5. All right, let's go over to Crimson. Before Crimson's turn, we're going to cap a 73-point Kang. We're going to cap her Dark Boss. That is going to make the Zombies boss fizzle out. So Main Street is back open. Flags are 1 to 0. And Crimson, you're up. 20-second timer. We have Crimson, Trigger, Jet, Ron, and Kel. Timer's up. All right, we got Crimson, Immortal Grendel, Now the Emo Grendels are Kel, Ron, and now Crimson. So Crimson play an Emo Grin. Pet Repel, M7 Unforgiven to the wall, and MD7. Finally get a little bit of mass destruction in the mix. Ron says wait. Ron says, we're going to shut that down. So Mortal Grendel's good. He doesn't want that to hit, obviously. And Immortal Blue. So Immortal Blue is going to break Crimson Seal. First blue of the game played by either team. So we'll break Crimson Seal and make sure we got everything else tallied. Mortal Grin, Pet Repel, M7 Unforgiven, and it is shut down and mass destruction. 7. All right, before Trigger's turn, we're going to cap a Colossal Kang, 73 points. We're going to cap another Dark Boss, this time for the other team. Flags are now 1-1. And trigger, 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Trigger going to play Gold Dune to the Straw Man. Dust to Crimson. F4 Unforgiven to the wall. With Conjure. Thank you. Thank you. Love that ability. Kel says wait. Meanwhile, we'll put the dust on Crimson. Gold Dune and a F4 Unforgiven that will put Conjure on and add 10 points to that grenade. All right. Kel going to prevent the Dune with MPC. All right. Prevent the Dune. Kel Unforgiven hits. Correct? All right. Gotcha. Zombie prevents. All right. Zombie prevents. Grenade hits. Okay. That grenade is going to give Trigger 10 points. But even bigger than that, it is a hit grenade. And that is going to be the final hit that VOX needed. And let's tally the damage here. It is a stronger wall. It is an F4 Unforgiven, so not a super, super powerful hit. We do take out a black block and 20% of a green block. I got 80% green remaining Ron. So 1.8. Kel, Zombie Jet. Type attack for us. But while we're doing that, we're going to go ahead and cap your boss. Flags are now 2-1. Kel going to play Orbital. Already played Needle. Already played Boss. So we got a gold orbital on the board. Be worth 19. She was ready to go with that one. And it is round 3, so Zombie Jet going to put out 2 of those straw man, Ron. So that's going to take you down to 3. And I did not announce this last round, but last round VOX did get 5 points on the straw man. It was 5-0. All right, Zombie Jet attack is in. Put out 2 straw man. Also played the scoring pet. Let's see what Father Ron's got cooking up from the sniper zone in his rover. Ron, 20-second timer. All right, Ron. Mom to Kel. Turn her into an engineer. Boss to the side chest. Pet repel. S6 spade to the wall. And sliver ability. I've read it once. Kel. Turning Kel into an engineer. Boss to the side chest. Pet repel. S6 spade to the wall. And it hits. Probably a good move for Kel to lock that hits in. Ron playing boss in 3 with cap in 5. Sliver ability. Ron's got a duplex. Spade to the wall with the added bonus from it from the sniper zone. %, green off the board. Green off the board. And now we got 80% blue. So we do another 20. So that's 2.8 blue remaining, Ron. Again, a little stronger wall, but a good hit. Kel, you're up. 20-second timer, Kel from the DZ. Beats the timer. I gotta say, I'm a little confused, but y'all are having fun, so I'm okay. So we got Kel Dune to put out a straw man, Max Seal to Crimson, E3 Miler to the Watchtower with mass destruction. Ron going to prevent the Dune. He's like, you ain't messing with my straw man. Milo to the Watchtower is going to hit. And that is the final hit grenade for both teams. Prevent the Dune. Max Seal Crimson. Milo hits and mass destruction. Doc, I got faith in you. 20-second timer, Doc. Timer is up. Up. She did beat the timer. Dune to the Straw Man. Dust to Crimson. She's already dusted. Inferno to the Straw Man. And break stuff. There you go. We got a little battle for something going on here. I like it. All right, I read it once. I'm going to read it again. Dune to Straw Man. Dust to Crimson will fizzle. Inferno to the Straw Man. And break stuff. All right, it hits. Sorry, Kel. You had time. All right. Dune. Light Straw Man number 4. Inferno will hit. Backlash is going to break her seal from the Inferno. But we got 5 Straw Man lit. All right, an MPC. You have disabled, and now it's your turn. 20-second timer, MPC. Timer's up. Oh my glory, hallelujah. Did you guys just not want Main Street? How do 4 players skip Main Street? What are y'all thinking? All right. MPC. Going back to the DZ. Ron goes side chest. Kel skips Main Street. Doc skips Main Street. All right, I'm over it. All right, MPC, boss to Main Street. Played in 3. Cap in 5. Dropping a seal. E2 Milo to the Watchtower, sacrifice an Oracle. All right, read it once. Ron says it hits. Milo to the Watchtower. Light up Watchtower number 4. And that is the end of round number 3. Captains, give me your halftime subs. If this game comes down to 150 points either way, and we're going to know there was opportunity by both teams. All right. At the end of round number 3, we've got a straw man advantage in the DZ for Team Jet. So Jet 25, Vox 0. That's going to get rid of one of those flames. Takes it down to 4. So straw man's going to be 25-0. Let's give Kel a halo. Let's give Doc a halo. Let's give MPC a halo. Crimson and Trigger. Remove a halo blessing from each team. $49.49 slivers. All right, we got Disciple in for Ron, Nightshade in the Ozone. Father Ron is on the bench. All right, Father Ron heading out. Lingering smokes are gone. Crimson loses her dust smoke. She also loses her tank. Dr. Dye losing her rover. Trigger losing her tank. Kel losing her pet repel. Elevation losing her seal. Elevation. MPC losing a seal. Kel does keep her absorption. And Alina goes away. Actually, I'm going to go back. Sorry. Alina never died. Yep, I got you, Ron. Alina never died. So we're going to keep that as 0-0. We're going to light that straw man back. And we take Vox up to 50. All right, but now Alina is gone because it is a passive pet. Goes away at halftime. We got Kel, your subs. I don't see them. Busy for MPC, Chad in the Ozone. All right. Looks like the order is Zombie Vox, Crimson, Trigger, Zombie Jet, the Disciple, Kel, Doc, Busy, Nightshade, and the Cardinal. We got rounds 4, 5, and 6 still to go. What's up, Deacon? Good to see you, man. The legend lives on. All right, let's start out. Ron, Zombie Vox, type attack for me. Now, Zombie Vox is going to play Needle in this round, and it will take out Kel's Emo Grendel. So we've got Crimson and Ron both have Emo Grendels on the board. All right, so Ron, round number 4, you get 2 wall blocks. So blue block and a blue block. And of course, your pet already played. Crimson, you're up. 20-second timer, Crimson. Crimson is not in the temple, by the way. Crimson is back in the tank zone. Everybody should be reset. The order is Vox, Crimson, Trigger, Jet, Disciple, Kel, Doc, Busy, Nightshade, and Chad once again. Crimson is going to move into the temple. Talon Kel into the temple as well. Nice coverage. S8 Spade to the wall. Hush Dr. Die and Vines to Dr. Die. Dr. Die, it means you cannot play a gear ability this turn. Ron says wait. Movement's good. Talon's good. S8 Spade. Hush is good. And playing Vines on Dr. Die. What you got, Ron? Nightshade Pondeth the Vines and Gold Blue from Trigger. All right. Gold Blue. Gold from the Gold Blue is going to break Crimson's seal. Vines is Pontiff, so it doesn't hit. And a grenade is stopped. Movement's good. Talon's good. Grenade is stopped. Hush is good. Vines is stopped. All within the timer. Trigger, you're up. 20-second timer, Trigger. Trigger beats the timer. Heading over to the temple steps. Ace to the Straw Man, Sickness to Crimson, Inferno to Straw Man, and Break Stuff again. That's the second break stuff they put on that wall. Kel says, wait. Red, blue from Busy. All right, so Ace to Straw Man. That is going to be Straw Man number 6 from Trigger. Let's give Trigger a Torch 6 award. Good job, Trigger. red-blue is going to stop the other one. Now, I'll leave it alone. All right. Red-blue, first blue of the game. The mistakes continue. All right, the red from the red-blue is going to break trigger seal. Trigger is affected by sickness smoke. If you don't know what it does, look it up. Pretty powerful stuff. Kel, zombie jet. Type attack for me. And tell me which pet you choose to use. All right, Kel's going to take down 2 wall blocks, which is going to be the blue and the red. Kel going to play Kang. That is a gold Kang. Sorry, zombie jet's going to play it. 55 if it caps. And let's go over to Ron, the Disciple. Ron, Disciple from the Bomber Zone. 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Disciple's moving to the sniper zone, but remember, he's not a sniper. Colossal Wicked Kang. To bounce that Kang back. All right, so that 55 goes back to Zombie Jet's hand. And Ron's playing Colossal Wicked Kang, which means Ron's got a Colossal Kang on the board, which could be 73. And it is on his own boss. H9 spade to the wall. Void to Kel. Going to double that inventory. Ouch! And sacrifice an Oracle. And I am going to remove one of these from each team, by the way, because one second. Actually, let me double check and see if they were removed. They were not. All right. So each team would have technically 1 remaining. So Ron's sacrificing an Oracle. That is going to give VOX 2. All right, move to Sniper Zone. Colossal Wicked. Drop a seal. H9 spade to the wall. Void to Kel. Sacrifice an Oracle. I've read it once. Kel, I'm going to read it again quickly because you had plenty of time. Move to the Sniper Zone. Colossal Wicked Kang. Seal. H9 spade to the wall. Void and sacrifice an Oracle. It all hits. So H9 spade for Ron. I'm sorry, for the Disciple. It's a big hit. Take out the 80% of the blue, red, and I've got 80% red remaining. 2.8 for Team VOX. VOX with a strong wall game today. All right, let's go over to Kel. Double your inventory, Kel. 20-second timer. Ron, Ron's gonna make you pay. He know he knows what you're gonna do, but he's gonna make you pay. Timer's up. Kel beats the timer. Hendricks and a boss to the side chest. Smart move, because there's still time. So Kel playing boss in 4. Cap in 6. This game ain't over. And Hendricks is going to light 3 watchtowers. One second. I want to confirm that's 6. Actually, it is not. I think that's 9. Hold on. Should be 9. All right. Hendricks is going to give Team Jet a 9 award because of the zombie hits. All right, Hendricks, boss to the side chest, Seal and Thrill, S8, Hush Nightshade, and everything's double. What type of grenade are you throwing? All right, Ron playing Halt in round 4. So, we got a Maximon. So she does get the points for the Maximon. Halt and Evoke. So it would be an S9. They're going to evoke it, cut it in half. 70% of a red block is all you get. 2.3 remaining. They used the evoke and they halted it to get rid of all that rage. Both teams doing a good job with their halts. Crimson going to play Chromica. First Crypt Dragon played tonight. All right, let's go over to the doctor. Doctor, 20-second timer. We got Doc, Busy, Nightshade, and Cardinal. Kruger, Peel Torment. Did someone torment you that I missed? Doc, I don't think you're tormented. That might be the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. Doc's like, stop, I'm tormented. Okay, I'm not tormented. Doc's like, Doc is seeing torments from nowhere. You can't now because she already put hits. All right, Kruger. E3 St. Milo to the Watchtower. All right, Kruger is going to unlight one for them. And then a Milo hits. And that should be 6 for Team VOX. So it should be 8-6. All right, let's go over to Busy B. Busy, 20-second timer. Busy, Nightshade, and the Cardinal. Busy, turn into a Priestess. Scold to Trigger. Sweet Tea to the Straw Man. Grendel. Seal. Absorption. Sacrifice Oracle and Duplex. Dang, Busy. Excited there? Now, we got a problem now. Busy playing a double pet. Busy playing a Scold and a Grendel. Ron says it hits. All right, so Scold hits. Grendel does not. Busy gets a warning for a double pet play. Let's give Busy an absorption. And a seal. We'll give Busy another absorption because the Scold hits. Busy double absorbed. We're going to light Watchtower number 9. Sweet Tea to put out Straw Man number 6. Busy will get points for the Sweet Tea. All right. Priest is good. Scold is good. Lights the Watchtower. Gets the absorption. Sweet Tea puts out a Straw Man. Grendel is a double pet play warning. She plays a seal, absorption, sacrifice an Oracle, and plays Duplex. And that Oracle is going to put 2 blessings up there. All right, let's go over to Nightshade. Nightshade, 20-second timer. Nightshade and the Cardinal. Immortal Grendel. Can't play it to Main Street Boss, but you can play it to the Haystack. We get it. It's the only place it can be played, so no worries with that. Seal, Spade to the wall, and sacrifice an Oracle. All right, Kel. Immortal Grendel to the Haystack. Seal, F5 spade, and sacrifice an oracle. All right, read it once. I'll read it one more time. Nightshade. Immortal Grendel to the haystack. Seal. Sacrifice an oracle and F5 spade to the wall, and it hits. So we now have 2 Immortal Grendels on the board for Team VOX. And we've got a gold bar for Nightshade. Congratulations, Nightshade with the gold bar. Second wall for Team VOX. All right, and the final move of round 4. Cardinal. 20-second timer. I'm going to rebuild that wall while we're waiting. Ace to straw man. Seal. S8 Maximon to the wall. Duplex and sacrifice an oracle. All right. Ace to a straw man. We're going to put out one of the straw man. Maximon to the wall. Red blue from Dr. Die. Final blue of the game. Team VOX. Red from the red blue is going to hit Cardinal and drop him down to 90% health. Playing duplex. And sacrifice an oracle. And we'll give him a seal that will resolve next turn. Ace is good, seal is good, Maximon stopped, duplex is good, sacrifice an oracle, and that's the end of round number 4. At the end of round number 4, we've got Crimson getting a golden orb. Congratulations, Crimson. 100 points. Zombie VOX in round 4 had to attack the wall. Got credit for the wall. Sorry, I got to give Kale her rings. So that means straw man advantage to Team Jet. VOX is going to get 15 points to 0 with the straw man. Jet 25. VOX 0. 49 points. Sliver. 49 point sliver. Each team's going to lose a sliver halo. We already gave the blessing to Jet. And we're going to go to round number 5. In round number 5, the sentry gun for Team VOX unlocks. But for Jet, it does not unlock because they did not have a tire. Both of their rovers were stolen. So because they didn't get a tire, they get no sentry gun opportunity. All right, we're going to kick off round number 5. Ron, type attack and any pet that you might want to use. Actually, Ron, you got a choice. You want 2 towers or 2 blocks? 2 towers or 2 blocks from the wall? All right, he wants the towers. So that's going to take them up to 8. It is 9 to 8. And he's going to play Kang, which could be a 55-point Kang. Crimson from the Temple. Crimson, you're up. 20 seconds. Beats the timer. Crimson going to play Ace for Strawman. Dragon Smoke to tower. H9 Unforgiven to the wall. And Scream to Dr. Die. She's going to give him a little bit of Amplify. And also, Dr. Die is going to have to play faster. 18 seconds to get her move in. All right. Read it once. I'm going to read it again, Ron. Ace to Strawman. Dragon Smoke. Ron says wait. Talk to me, Ron. Dr. Die evoked the grenade. The Disciple will dynamo. Dynamo should not be played on the Dragon Castle. You know, I don't have Dynamo in front of me. I haven't seen it played that way in a while. I think Dynamo is a good play on the Strawman, though. Yep, you're good. Good call. It's been a while since we used it on a Strawman. All right. So Ace to Strawman. Dynamo is going to make the Strawman disappear. Dragon Smoke to the tower. That does light up the tower. One move away from setting it on fire. So ace is no good. Dragon Smoke is good. H9 Unforgiven, they're going to evoke it, and a Scream is good. So evoke it will cut it to a H5 Carnage. That is 2.3 on that side. So we're going to take out the 0.3. And we'll take out 0.3, which makes it a 1.7. One full block and 0.7 of another block because of the evoke. Trigger. You're up. 20-second timer trigger. Beats the timer. All right, I'm going to speed it up. Captains, be ready. Gold Blaze to Strawman. Torment to Crimson. S8 Spade to the wall with Mass Destruction. All right, read it once. Gold Blaze to Strawman. Torment to Crimson. S8 Spade Grenade to the wall with Mass Destruction. It's going to hit. All right, let's blaze that Strawman and put it with Strawman number 4. Torment Smoke to Crimson. And this is wall number 3, and it is the strongest of the walls so far. S8 Spade with MD. Black and a green. Black and a green for trigger. Kel, Zombie Jet. Type, let me know if you want. Two towers or 2 blocks. I think we know which direction, and any pets that you want to play. All right, going to play Gold Watcher. Ron, that Watcher is going on your 9th tower. So Gold Watcher for Kel. Kel taking the blocks. Zombie Jet with a gold bar. Congratulations, Zombie Jet. The zombies are scoring today. All right, before Father Ron's turn, for the Disciples' turn, we're going to cap 128 points in Kangs. And we're going to cap flag number 2. Going to be a close one. Ron, Disciples up, 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Disciples going to move to their DZ. Don't ever let the Disciple look you in the eyes, everybody. Move their DZ, Ace to Strawman, Max Seal Trigger, Inferno Strawman, and Conjure. All right, read it once. We shall read it again. Max Seal to Trigger is good. Ace to straw man. Kel says wait. All right. Ace going to light straw man number 5. Trigger going to play Mythic Dark Blue. Stop the grenade attack, and that will stop the points from Conjure as well. Jet has 1 blue remaining. The next damage, or the next grenade that Vox throws will be half damage. Sorry. 20%, 25% damage reduction, not 50. Ron going to play Max Absorb for the Disciple. So does not take the damage and does keep his seal. Well, seal's not resolved yet, but movement's good. Ace is good. Seal, well, seal's the trigger, so his does resolve. Inferno is stopped, and Conjure no effect. All right, let's go over to Kel. 20-second timer, Kel. Kel, Doc, Busy, Nightshade, and Cardinal. Beats the timer. Colossal Kang to the side chest with a heal and seal. Colossal Kang could be worth 73 if it caps. H9 Dracarys to the tower. Scream. To Dr. Die. They'll take Dr. Die down to 16 seconds. And it does hit. Dracarys going to light the tower. That means Goddard. 100 points for Team Jet. Kang's good. Healing Seal's good. Lantern's good. Dracarys. And a tower. That also means, Ron, you will lose 2 of your rings, and because it immediately takes you down to 0 with Goddard, your sliver is dead. The Vox sliver has died. No more points can be accumulated. Doc, you're up. 20-second timer, Doc. Beats the timer. Move to their DZ. To her DZ. Red Needle to the haystack. Red Needle, take out Crimson's Grendel. The only Grendels remaining are Team Vox. Binds to Chad, Milo to the Watchtower with MD8. All right, red at once. Movement's good. Red Needle kills the final Grendel for Team Jet. Binds to the Cardinal. Kale says wait. Chad going to dynamo. Milo does give them points because it hits the ground. And Vines to the Cardinal will get rid of his seal. Also take him down to 80% health. Busy Bee, you're up. 20-second timer, Busy. Busy Nightshade and the Cardinal. Beats the timer. Gold Kang to the side chest. 55 if it caps. Sweet Tea to Strawman, Max Seal to Crimson, and Sliver ability. Kick it up to 61. Nightshade intervene the grenade. So no Sweet Tea. Gold Kang is good. Sweet Tea never happens. Max Seal to Crimson, and Sliver ability does. Nightshade, you're up. 20-second timer, Nightshade. Gets in the turret. Mythic Gideon, Pink Smoke. Pink Smoke will go into Temple. S8 Smash Face to the wall. Sliver ability will not matter. You can use the ability, but it won't help your team because your Sliver's dead. All right, read it once. Get into turret is good. Mythic Gideon. Pink Smoke, S8 Smash Face makes it 8, 9, 10 with the turret ability. So from the Sentry Gun, Kel says wait. All right, Kel, what are we waiting on? Crimson going to prevent it? All right, prevention is good. And final move of round 5, Cardinal. You're up. 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Mythic Kang to Main Street. One of those bosses has capped. Hold on a second. I think, all right, MPC, there is no boss on Main Street. So I'm going to give Jet credit for that. Cardinal, redirect it. That Kang should go to the side chest. So MPC would have capped the turn before. So Jet has 3 flags. All right, so Mythic Kang going to the side chest. That's my fault because I didn't remove it. So no penalty on that. 63 points if it caps. All right, so we've got Mythic Kang, Heal and Seal, H9 Unforgiven, and Sliverability. And he is duplexed. They're going to play double Sonars. We're going to nerf that 55%. %39% after mass destruction. It's going to turn it into a S5 Carnage. S5 Carnage. It's a good nerf. And you're on wall number 2. Black block. 20% of a green. I got 80 green remaining. And that is the end of round number 5, everybody. Guess where we're going? Dragonstorm. Dragonstorm's going to put an E3 on every attack. Both teams do qualify for it. At the end of round 5, we've got 50 points. Well, let's take a look here. We do have an advantage for VOX, 25-0. So we will light straw man number 6. That turns that into 100 points for VOX. We're going to give Team Jet another blessing. That's their 5th. Sliver, 0 for VOX, 73 points for Jet. Both teams getting residual. All right, we got one round to go in a super close game. How you play this round might make the difference. And I think we got time to finish the whole game. So let's start out. Ron, you know what you got left. Zombie Vox, you can light 2 straw man, which you already got 6, or 1 tower. I love the flexibility with the zombies now. And let me know if you want to play any pets. Attack tower and play watcher. Now the watcher will go right there, even though it's temporarily full. And that is going to be watchtower number 9 for VOX. Both teams have 9 watchtowers lit up. And playing a gold watcher, both teams have a watcher on that final tower. Zombie VOX, good job tonight, done for the night. Crimson, 20-second timer starts right now. Timer's up. Does beat the timer. All right, Crimson. Going to play Orcus. Super Thrill. T10 Unforgiven to the wall with break stuff. And there is Dragon Storm on top of it. That is a 10, 13, 16. Disciple going to prevent the Orcus. And the grenade's going to hit. Wall number 2, stronger, but not as strong as VOX's walls at this point. And it's the biggest grenade hit we've seen. Well, it's the biggest juice, but it isn't Unforgiven. So it's a weaker grenade with a lot of juice on it. So we're going to take down 80% of the green. Green block, blue block, and 40% of a blue, 60% remaining. 1.6. Jet making up a little ground. Actually, we're going to go back because Crimson was tormented. And she did not peel the torment. Sorry. We got to add that back. So that is a Unforgiven. E3 Unforgiven with break stuff. And Super Thrill. S6. So we'll take out the 80% and we'll take out 20%. We have 80% of a green block remaining. Trigger. You're up. 20-second timer trigger. Beats the timer. Kruger. All right. Trigger with a double pet play, so she gets a warning as well. So no Skull to Kel. But she does play Kruger. H9, Smash Face, Super Thrill from Blind Date and Scream to Crimson. And won't matter. She will amplify the wall, but Crimson does not get another turn, so you can scream at her all you want. Kel says wait. So that's a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 Smash Face. I like the heat. Chad going to prevent the grenade. Kruger I'm going to remove one of the watchtowers. All right, Kruger's good. Grenade is prevented. Scream is good. Kel, Zombie Jet. 2 straw men put out, or 1 tower lit up. And any pet that you might have available if you have any left. Not sure that you do. You did get that orbital point. Let's remove that. Kel? Put out 2 straw man, light a tower, and do you have a pet? Does have a Gideon. Going to put out 2 straw man. So Ron are taking your straw man down from 6 to 4. Gold Gideon. All right, Ron, we got the Disciples. Final turn, 20 seconds. Timer's up. Did not beat the timer. A rare miss for the Holy One. Blaze Strawman, Torment to Chad. T10 Unforgiven to the wall with Damien and Berserk. All right. Kel going to play Immortal Sonar. ×2 on the grenade. All right, let's blaze that Strawman, Ron. We'll light up Strawman number 5. VOX trying to keep the heat in a lot of different areas. We got the Torment. T10, so that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 after Berserk. S16 Unforgiven. Double Immortal is nerf at 60%. S6. Carnage with Mass Destruction. We'll finish off that green block. Not that one, the other one. And 40% of a blue block. 60 blue remaining, Ron. Or 1.6 blue remaining. Before Kel's turn. $191 points in Kangs. And the 4th flag of the night. Kel, 20-second timer. Kel, Doc, Busy, Nightshade, and the Cardinal. Jinshi, Kruger, Super Thrill, T10 Unforgiven with Leroy Jenkins, and Break Stuff. Father Ron, Jinshi, Kruger. Ron says wait. Dr. Dye gonna medic Page. All right, half that damage. All right, so let's start with Kruger. Ron, Kruger's going to hit. So Kruger, we will unlight the Watcher Watchtower. Dr. Guy going to take half that damage. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, Unforgiven. So we cut it in half. 80% green and 50% blue. So I've got 0.5 blue remaining. And Dr. Dye is not sealed. The rest of the damage goes over to the doc. 39% of Dr. Dye's health on that grenade. It's a pretty big shot there, Doc. Dr. Dye, 61%. Life remaining. All right, Dr. Doc has Rage 2 carried over from Ron. Dr. Dye, you got 20 seconds. A lot of mistakes tonight, but still, got the feelings of a good match. We got Dr. Dye, Busy, Nightshade, and Chad. Beats a timer. Red Blaze to the Straw Man. Heal and Seal, Blind Date, T10 Unforgiven with Berserk. I gotta move y'all out of your DZ areas into the no zones. All right, Red Blaze is good. Heal and Seal is good. Dr. Dow get 10% of her health back. And Immortal Blue, final blue of the game. Kel was saving it. Now, Immortal Blue is going to hit Dr. Dye for 40%. Oh, yeah. You played that one quick. That would have been rough. That would have taken her down, yeah, in the danger zone. Chad might have been able to get some finishing touches there. Chad and Busy. All right, Max Absorb will take that 40%. So Dr. Dye, after she gets her health back, will be back up to 71%. Woo! Scary. Scary stuff. All right, Busy Bee, you're up. 20-second timer. We got Busy, Nightshade, and Cardinal. 3 players left. Dune to Strawman, Milo to the Watchtower, and Break Stuff. Ron? Dune to Strawman. S8 Milo to the Watchtower. Break Stuff, it hits. Dune, let's put out Strawman 6. Milo to the Watchtower. Let's light Watchtower number 9. Give her the points for the Milo. Nightshade. Final move for Team VOX tonight. 20-second timer. Nightshade. Rage, Super Thrill, T10 Unforgiven, Pershing to the Wall with MD8. It hits. And that's going to be a big, big hit. That is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. But they have Jin Shi, makes it a S20, Unforgiven with Mass Destruction. Biggest hit of the night with the Rage. Blue block, red block, and a red block for Nightshade. Well done. All right, Cardinal. Final move for you. 20-second timer, Cardinal. Vines to die, Scold to die, Rage to die, Unforgiven to the wall. Kel going to play Intaglio on it. Vines and Scold won't matter because it's the final move of the game. So Cardinal's going to get a Rage plus Dragon Storm, 4, 5, 6, S7, Unforgiven. And we will finish off the blue block and take out a blue block. And that, everybody, is how you play a whole game. So we've got Busy Bee and the DZ. Congratulate each other for a game well played. We got another blessing. We got Dr. Die with 100 PCP DZ points. We got Kel with 50. We're going to unlight a straw man because Jet got an advantage, 25-0. It's 25 points for VOX, 0 for Jet. 73 more points for Slivers for Team Jet. Let's count down the remainder of the blessings. VOX had 3. So that means we'll take down the 2 blocks they have. We'll rebuild their wall. and we'll take down a black block. That gives them a total of 3 walls. On the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means Jet's going to get a second wall. And we'll take down their final 5, rebuild their wall, and we'll take down the black. All right, I'm going to do the math here. We got a few things to tally up, like Goddard, like Golden Orbs, like the 100 bonus points that Jet got for having all 9 watchtowers lit up. Amazing wall damage for VOX. So, no needles tonight. We'll be back in 5 minutes to let you know who won. Good game. All right, everybody, we are back. And as promised, told y'all this was going to be a close one. This is going to be a good one. It's the new rivalry. It's when Jet plays VOX. So I'm going to give you a quick breakdown of how the scoring went down. So start with flags. Flags, big opportunity for VOX. Losing Main Street when they had 2 opportunities to get that. Easy points. Jet with a 750 to 450 point edge, 300 point edge on Main Street. But VOX came back with the walls. They had a wall advantage, 905 to 605. Now, Jet did get some good points back in the Temple, but VOX still with an advantage. So we're basically tied after the flags and the walls. But we go to Strawman. Strawman, 195 points. Team VOX, 0 to Jets. That's a nice little cushion there, almost 200 points. You get to Kangs. Jet, because they got the extra chest, they loaded up the Kangs, but still only a slight advantage, 264 to 201. Watchtowers. Jet, 325. They got the extra 100 bonus points by having all Watchtowers. VOX, 200. DZ, 50-50. And Timers, Jet minus 30, VOX minus 10. So, with just the core points, VOX with a slight lead, 2001 to 1964. But we got to calculate the PCP points and then the extras. So PCP, VOX, Spyglass, 2 gold bars, Cannonball, 2 tires, a Torch Award, an Ace Award, 100 points for PCP DZ, gave them a total of 375. Over on the other side, Gold Bar, Cannonball, 9 Award, Dynamite, PCP DZ. It looks like VOX dominated, but Golden Orb for Jet and Goddard for Jet. 375 to 375. That means VOX is going in with about a 37-point advantage when we got to the finals. But the finals is the slivers and also the extras. Slivers tonight, VOX 184, Jet 318, other points 121 to 71. That means Jet got 439, VOX 255. Final score, Jet made it 3 in a row against VOX, 27-78 to 26-31. And had VOX gotten Main Street, they would have won the game by 3 points. It's a 3-point difference. Losing Main Street was huge. So, Jet, congratulations at home. 27-78. VOX, 27-31. These teams are, they're having some fun playing each other. So, we take a look at the total standings, everybody, and looks like Jet is one of the hottest teams in the league right now. We got VOX at 5-6, Sly at 3-6, Jet now at 3-7, and moving up the standings. So we'll see how that Arc Sly game goes next week. VOX, a couple of weeks off, but a good game by both teams. I enjoyed it. I like the unpredictability, but with the unpredictability comes you can make some mistakes because you haven't played that way. But kudos to VOX for mixing it up tonight. Have a great night, everybody. We'll talk to you all for a little bit of fish fights tomorrow night. Peace.